Hello YouTube, and welcome to the first review of any game really on this channel. After the alpha reaches deadline, I thought I'd share some thoughts on what was currently presented. First, the classes. The knights are more balanced for the, casual players. Then you have like your Viking warriors who are more for the aggressive type, which are pretty badass. But my personal favorite, the samurai, are more of the defensive with their wider range. But while I'm at it, I might as well get into some of the cons of the game. There's not really much going on. Yeah, there's like a few bugs, but that happens with every alpha once it comes out. But as for the Vikings, they're semi-overpowered. They do a lot of damage overall, but they're still, unique because they focus more on their aggressive behavior than actual defense. But when it comes to, rage boost as they call it, it needs to be toned down a little bit. But on a more positive note, the overall style of the game is really well done. You actually feel like you're thrown into battle, like in the old days. The combat feels very realistic, like you can actually feel the weight of the sword when you swing it around. Spam is easily punished by, good solid defense. Spam is like one of the things you want to avoid, even though occasionally players might be tempted to do so. The option to actually customize your warrior with skin, you can actually change gender, for all you lady players out there, or guys who don't mind looking at a female warrior fight. And that's just icing on the cake. For when that game actually does come out, I guess there's a few tips to keep in mind. First of all, which is pretty obvious, just work as a team. There's like times where you might feel like you want to be a badass, go in like Musashi Miyamoto or something like that, but the point of the battle is to work as a team if you want to really accomplish anything. I mean, I've seen players take on 1, 2, 3, maybe like an entire team or so, but that can easily get you killed. Second off, you want to actually find a class that suits your playstyle best. There's plenty of like modes you can try out, whether it's dueling, 2-on-2, 4-on-4, which the alpha actually presented. There's also a tutorial mode for when you first start, so you can actually choose from whichever classes are available. I'm not sure which ones the beta will allow when it comes out in I think a few months, but there's plenty of time to actually get some trial and error in there. And finally, don't let yourself be overwhelmed. As the wise warrior once said, it's best to retreat now and live to fight another day, so to speak. There's plenty of ways you can actually do this smart. Once you see yourself about to get overwhelmed with more than one or two people, there's plenty of bases around that if you claim one, you can actually kind of sit in there and regain your health. There's also executions you could perform on people, which raises your health back up. That health raise, improves as you upgrade your armor, which you actually kind of collect items from the battlefield to actually boost your stats a little bit, which is pretty awesome. And finally, what pretty much goes into the last, tip I gave out. You want to force the enemy to fight on your terms. Don't let them jump you, because that's when players love to, kind of spam you out, which is going to happen right here. But, just retreat to your teammates, your nearby teammates, or let anybody know if you need assistance, because a 2-on-2 fight is better than a 1-on-2 fight or 1-on-3 fight and so forth. To actually counter getting overrun by multiple opponents, they actually gave you the option to actually use a boost called Revenge, which actually activates and doubles your attack and defense, I believe. Sorry if somebody correct me if I'm wrong about this, but it really comes in handy when you're overrun by opponents, because it can get you out of a tight corner. It can put somebody in the ground easily and make the fight, a little more even. Another reason to avoid spam is that you can actually harm your own teammates. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does just enough to where it can, hinder your forces. You can actually knock somebody into a pit by accident, or stun them long enough for the other team to actually get a stronger hit on them and finish them off. which is very unfortunate, but you know, it happens. YouTubers, thank you for listening to me rant a little bit about this game For Honor. If you like the videos like this, feel free to comment so. If you're new to this channel or just happen to stumble upon it randomly, feel free to subscribe for more future content, and you take care.